welcome. My name's Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just after 5 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. Let me just share this to start with. Welcome, Tom. So welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Please note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed as educational only. That's because a group of people help each other, and we are not financial advisors. So please only take trades that you're happy to take based on your own analysis. Here's a full risk disclosure, bit about us as live session traders. Right. Let's go have a look at where we are. Just a bit of not much movement going on. Welcome, Tom and Darren. How are
Hello.
you?
Fellas?
Okay.
Mr. EA.
Indeed.
All right.
That's me.
That's you. Yeah, well, there was a few things after the rubber bullet incident. Apparently there was like, what the hell? Anyway,
Yeah.
apparently there's some, I don't know, request by the Prime Minister over to US going.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think anybody cares too much. Particularly not Trump anyway. Okay. Well, AD CAD. We're just going to run through the pairs if there's nothing else to this. It did push up, it pulled back again. Like it's just not doing anything in any sort of a pace. There's only consumer confidence stuff coming up. Nothing that's really I'll say out of the ordinary or consequential as such. So I'm still in this trade. It has come back up and taken a solid profit, but like it's not any pace. And what I'm seeing here is it might just come up to the next and then we start going back off again. So I'm staying on the bus at the moment. Same thing with AUD CHF. Longer term, that's pushed up as well. Let me just move that over to the side. So that was where I got in, pushed back up to that point. Again, it's into this box, so we'll see if it doesn't break that high on the bricks or the Rincos. So it sort of found a little bit of strength for some reason. AUDJPY, again, it's pushed back up. I'm waiting for that to be able to get into a sell on it. It is still buying up though.
Oh, long just appearing there.
Yeah,
Live on air.
live on here, yeah. As we are here, it's doing it. So we'll see. But
Yeah. I'm not be jumping in it into
no,
it.
not the
So
JPYs anyway. Oh, I think it'll sell back out. I mean, anyway, that's just my thoughts. We'll see. AUD that also here's the sort of the it has pushed up a little bit down. I mean, it's just going sideways really on that. Let's move this over again. So yeah, it did push down, back up. Look, it's just not going anywhere as well. And that's been since the 28th of May, a couple of weeks. The bricks show a slightly different picture. I mean, I don't remember Tom and Tom and I, you were here, Darren, I can't remember, but looked at this being like a weekly view of where this pair might go down to. So again, they're all sort of the AUDs doing that little bit of pullback. AUD. Um, um, oh, this is Singapore, right? Sorry, that also coming up with a long. But again, I mean, it's not really wanted to break some of this area. You just see it might go a bit further.
I mean, every
And
time we've
sorry,
had a long recently, it's turned
it
on.
just turned.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Or a short even. It just
yeah.
seems to um same sort of thing here. But the AUD um seems to be in more of an uptrend. It has faltered a couple of times up here, three times, but it really hasn't fallen off the perch. What's coming up? I think it would, yeah, inflation year on year. US. That's not until that's your tomorrow, actually. Yeah, the 11th. Okay. It may have some effect on it. But normally what happens is if the inflation's going up, it means they won't be lowering interest rates, and it might gain some strength the US dollar, which means this may come back down. We'll see. It really hasn't. I mean, great if you got in down here, but or even anywhere up in the middle. But still, it's just been crawling its way across, crab crawl. All right, Ked's here, Jeff.
Nothing to see there, is there?
Yeah, there's not a lot. So again, it's stuck in between these two areas. I mean, yeah, at some point these things will need to break out, but it created all of that. So they're just coming close together. You can see where both trend bars are doing, blue, white, or red, green. It's like collision time, and we'll see what happens. I mean, yeah, okay. KJ. It's like the Japanese yen is sort of weakened up a bit. Now you got a long on there, but that also is not helpful. There's a lot of pushing around. It's Tuesday, Wednesday now. Oh, I know
Tuesday
you're
evening
on,
here.
you're on your Tuesday. Yeah, yeah. So maybe we get a direction change on some of this. Price is definitely above where the last brick was. It has pushed up. It likes to push itself back around. CHF I'm not like it's still in this whole range area. It actually is pushing up above it. Wow. Brick price is above. But anyway, again, I'm not convinced to get in. This is very similar to this I think
Well, it's hit
CAD
that level again, and it's sort of turned again.
also.
I know it's nudged up slightly higher, but
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
But you've got a lot of to and froing happen here as
yeah.
well. I think the next option for it is it has pushed up. So, I mean, these falterings here, a bit like the AUD USD to a certain extent. Um, I mean, the next sort of option after it breaking that high. I mean, there's further to go if it wants to. There's another high up here. There's a high further up. Um, but often what you see is like here, it pushes up to that high and then it just drops off, up, drops off, up, like a sort of this. This has actually got those, a couple of white and blues on the opposite side. These are happening on the left hand side on the way up. Um, if it keeps going up, great. What I want is a bigger move back down. Okay, you're AUD. Oh, there we go. Waiting for that to buy.
I have the
Sorry,
setup for a short.
you do you? Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just waiting to trigger in.
Back down at this.
No, go to your left. Back down to there at the bottom.
I get to go down, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, triggering where?
Right underneath where your white line is.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. Soon. Hmm. Soon. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Hmm. Yeah, you've got this trend bar, this one's gone, red from there. It's come up, it touched it basically nearly, and now it's dropped off.
Created a lower high,
Yeah.
and now I'm just waiting for it to break that wick.
Hmm. Oh, this,
Well, on yours it might be the second one. Yeah, that's where mine is.
yeah, okay. One over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not taking that first one. If it wants to go, it's going to take that second one.
Yeah.
If it doesn't
Yeah.
want to go, it's not going to go. It's
Yeah.
going to turn around, push back up because it's not going to want to beat that low.
Yeah. Yeah, not beat this low, you mean? Yeah.
No, the white line you just put on that wick.
Oh, right. He won't beat
If it's
that.
not going to
Okay.
beat that, it's not going to go.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, I think
But
the
on the
euro
higher
hit.
time frame, we just made a lower high.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Literally just made a lower high with these moves.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the euro has actually been weakening off a bit over the last whatever short period of time. Well, short, about the last month. Okay, euro CAD. Oh, so you've got one ready to go for sell. Okay. This as well will break out at some point. Look at it here, though. That's disgusting, Darren. That is just like rubbish.
It is.
That's why I've not gone anywhere near it. And Euro CHF is just the same sort of thing.
I have 2 trades on this. I'm already in.
What? To buy?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hasn't crossed over here. Euro CHF?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And you're seeing that to
My
buy
first
up.
trade was, yeah, I think it's going to pull back up to that white brick up at the top of the left.
Okay.
See the one that with the red wick?
Oh, this one.
No, up to your right. Yeah, that one.
Mm.
So I'm in 2 trades. I put a limit order on, and then I put a what's the other one we
A
use?
buy stop.
A buy stop. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
the limit order came down 50% of that
Came down
last
here.
wick.
Yeah.
From the bottom of the wick, right there, from the
Yeah,
bottom
this
of
one.
that wick
Yeah.
to the top of where that red wick is to your left.
Yeah, okay.
I just went no up.
That one?
Nope, up that one. So I just went
Okay.
50%, and it fell
Yeah.
between that green line where your trend line is,
Yeah.
and I left it. And at some point last night,
It triggered in.
it triggered in due to
Mm.
spread.
Yeah. Which you
So
can see over here, it spiked down to the line and then pulled back up. So that's how
right.
you ended up getting in. Yeah, okay.
And then before I went to I put 2 trades on. So I put the limit order on,
Yeah.
and then I put the order on
Yeah, for the buy
to
stop.
break that red wick right there
Yeah.
where your
Yeah. Just
crosshair
there.
is, right there. Yep.
Yeah.
So now I'm in two
Yeah.
trades.
And it's come up. Okay. Well, I hope it continues for you.
If it doesn't, I'll just kill the
One,
trade.
two, three. Yeah. Okay.
I have
No.
no problem shutting trades down anymore.
Yeah.
Within like one brick. I don't care.
Yeah. Fair enough, too. All right. Euro GBP. Now that has pulled up. What is going on there? Wow, that was quite a move there, wasn't it? Oh, it didn't quite make it down there where we had suggested it was going. It's just pulled up and broken the high.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, the euros are, yeah,
It
okay.
has now created a lower high.
Yeah. A higher high.
No, a lower high.
Oh, yes. Hello. Okay. Right here. Yes, I understand what you're saying. Hmm.
So I'm looking for a pullback underneath that white bar.
Yeah. And then push back up again.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for that pullback. If it does.
If it does. If
Hopefully.
it doesn't, just runs, I
Yeah.
missed it. I don't care.
Yeah. Correct. Same here. Should have had some buy stops in. This one's gone off, isn't it?
Perfect example. I had a limit order set up, never triggered.
Yeah.
Now the dynamic of the move has changed the outlook of what I'm
Yeah.
looking for it to do.
Hmm.
So now it's got to come back down below my blue bar that I had set in
Yeah.
before I'll consider taking the buy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to touch it, are you, Darren? Even though you got along there. It's like, as soon as you
No,
get in to get along, this thing sucks back. And,
I mean, this might be the move. Who knows? But
uh, well, it's interesting. You're
okay.
AUD, Tom. You're talking about a sellout, and everything else is buying. Like it's difficult to. Oh yeah, and there's AUD NZ, Euro NZD. You'll be looking at for that as sell too. Yeah, it's just so guarded the market is. Euro Singapore, that's only my one there. Still, look at that. Doesn't want to break through there. That's where I'd be looking at it to buy out. Okay, Euro USD is the other one. Now it's created a lower high though at the moment. And it's been going sideways for, yeah, probably 10 days or so. I reckon that'll push up high, but I'm not willing to commit to it. Not at the moment, anyway. Maybe I should. I've got a limit in if I have some sort of a, yeah, that's where it should be. Anyway, okay. Um, GA. Now you're in this, Darren, I think, weren't you? I was looking for a buy and look at it, just bloody sold out on it. Right.
I was in the buy, right, and then
Yeah, I know. You got out though, did you? Oh, yeah, that's right.
yeah,
You got out because it turned red. Oh,
yeah,
yeah. And lost a few pips, but not a whole heap.
no. But,
This is yeah, I'm gonna wait for that pull back up. We'll see. If it breaks down there, fine. If not, then I'll get a buy stop in on it. Still think that's get rid of that out of there so it doesn't influence any of my decision making process. GBP CAD, again, it's pulled back down. Gosh. Frost over here, beautiful. Come up and just keep pulling back a bit. We might be able to get that. Well, I think it'll buy. The British pound has had a fair bit of strength. I mean, it can come off, but what is happening though? Unemployment rate came in a bit higher. But they'll fix that up though, won't they? They'll be making more rockets and ballistic missiles and stuff. That'll
Yeah.
employ a few more people,
Yeah.
making a whole lot of other stuff. Yeah, I just love the whole who was it? Whoever I don't know what is it, Foreign Minister or whatever, Haggart? Is it Haggart, Thomas? It's the
Dog shit number 7.
he was trying to he was telling our government, like, we've got to increase our defense spending to 3.5%. I mean,
Yeah,
Starmer's,
he's every bit as fucking stupid as Trump is, so
yeah,
take it with a
yeah,
grain of salt what idiot says.
yeah. Well, he's saying, like you got to increase to 3.5%, and we're sort of going, well, the only place this is the interesting thing, isn't it? US is the biggest munition and military sort of hardware making country, you know. So basically, they're just saying, well, prepare for a war, and then you got to buy all of our stuff, and then, we'll get plenty of money out of it. It's
Yeah,
like a cut.
but never forget that dude's an absolute drunk.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
has no idea what he's saying.
yeah. But he is a puppet.
Sure, he's gonna be the parrot for the orange in chief,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
he's still a drunk. He has no idea what he's saying.
yeah. Oh well. And then, California, so Los Angeles, California, they things are heating up a bit.
Yeah, it's like a Twitter war going on between him and Trump at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, you
He's
mean the
Trump,
governor?
he called Trump insane on Twitter. I mean, he's really not holding back at that.
He's probably only saying what people know. Well, does Trump only really have a go at any of the Democrat states, does he? I mean,
Of
is that
course,
Yeah.
Christy Nome, that bitch that likes to play cosplay like she's important, has a meat factory ran by illegal aliens, but they're not raiding her place, are they?
no.
And if you notice, none of the illegal aliens are white.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a Russian asset. He
Yeah.
needs his big war because he's got a little dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I say I
Yes.
hate that motherfucker, it's an understatement.
Yeah. Well, he's ruining something, isn't he? I mean, that's the whole thing.
With every
Uh,
breath he takes.
yeah, yeah, but yeah. Well, let's see what the rest of the GBPs are doing. GBP CHF still going sideways. I think it'll buy back up, but it's just not doing too much at all.
I'm looking to
GBPJ
short this one.
CHF.
Yep.
Oh yes, yeah, it could. I've got it as a buy in, but it certainly could do that. I mean, things have changed. I mean, this consolidation has really, stopped it from pushing too much. This was all tariffs, all that stuff. All right. GBP JPY. Whether the British pound drops off or not is another thing. Again, I still think this will continue to buy. It's really not done too much here. We've got the W happening up there. You can see it in here.
I mean,
Look at 'em.
I took the buy from that,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, from the
long
long
and
there.
made a bit of profit, but these big pullbacks
Yeah, knock you out.
just knock you out time and time again. That's the problem. And it's frustrating because it is
It's still going up.
still going up.
Yeah. And then you got to have a larger stop loss, which means your profit, like it's just
Yeah,
not worth it.
yeah.
You might as well sit on your hands and wait for Trump to be assassinated and then
Well,
come
it's looking
swoop
that way,
in.
isn't it? It's looking
Yeah.
that way at the moment. Before I next put a trade on, just leave my EAs to it. I think now.
Well, the EAs aren't going to make much either unless they're scalping small amounts. So,
Yeah.
uh, same here, the pullback on this as well.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for this one. That's
You
gonna
waiting
be
for this
nice
for the sell?
for the buy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to buy as well, but
It's almost there.
at that point, yeah, yeah,
I mean, it's just got to come down and take that last little candle right there, right below that second row, right above that second row.
yeah,
See that
yeah,
white
yeah.
candle sitting there by itself? That's the one. I'm just
That
waiting for it to
one's
come
there.
down, tap, and start to turn. I'm in.
Yeah, yeah, okay. It's GN. All right, I haven't sort of been too motivated on it, but anyway, GBP and Singapore, neither of you guys, I'm looking for that to buy up as well. And GU also to buy further.
I'm out of it now. It's come back
Oh,
and profited out.
oh yeah, look at that. It did too.
I'm in the short.
Oh, I don't think it will. I mean, I know it. I don't know. I think this will buy further.
Yeah, but it's got
Unless,
a short first.
well, yeah, yeah, I can see what you're talking about, those shorts. But I'm waiting for it to come down and then push back up again. I don't think that the short will be a longer term though, Tom. I'm not willing to get in there.
Okay,
Well, yeah,
you just peaked out. You peaked. PEAKED. You
yeah,
peaked out on the weekly time frame. You've now created a lower high on the higher time frame.
yes,
Okay, so as you can see, it's now turning around and coming back on the daily and
yeah,
on the lower time frame.
yeah, yeah,
So either it's going to come down and not break that white brick at the bottom where you have your
yeah,
white
yeah, yeah,
bar,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
and it's going to come down and break that, or it's going to come down, not break that,
Yeah,
and
and
shoot
push
off
back up.
again.
I
And
think
I'm
that's,
saying, since we've peaked out on the weekly time frame, I'm
yeah,
looking for this to start working back down, at least to where it crossed down here at the bottom with your green and your red.
yeah, okay, yeah, down here.
Yep.
Now,
And
let's see.
where is that on your daily?
Uh, that is down here. It's here.
Right.
Let's see. If it does, great. If it comes down to breaks, I might. But I think it's going to come down, not break it, not break this here, and start going back up again. Anyway, that's me. NZD CAD still sideways. NZD CHF still sideways.
NZD
NZD,
CAD, I have it set up for buy.
yeah, but it's like, yeah, okay. Okay. You reckon it'll break out of there?
Yeah, I
And,
do.
and you're right, it's looking more like a buy, but I still don't think it's ready yet. That's the thing.
Well, that's the thing. Look at it.
You're
It
trying to
failed
get
to
in
break. It
early.
failed to
Yeah.
break every time it came down,
Yeah.
down. It failed,
Yeah.
and so this last push up broke structure
Mm-hmm.
on the 2 hour.
Yeah.
It pulled back, couldn't break that trend line again, and is already pushing back up. Well,
Up.
now it's
Yeah.
got to break this high, those two red wicks, that red wick, in order
Yeah.
to make a higher high.
Yeah.
So if it's going to make a higher high, then I'm looking for it to come all the way back up to that blue and white line to the left on the
Mm-hmm.
2 hour time frame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
Or
it's
higher if we're going to change directions, because the weekly time frame is telling me we're buying to the moon. This is the turning point right here
yeah. Okay.
where that wick down real hard, real strong, and then pushed up is
Yeah.
telling me on the weekly time frame we're now buying up, which means we're now going to test that higher high on your daily to the left.
Up here.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Well, let's see. Price is
So,
below the
so I'm
current
in.
wick. I mean,
I'm putting. I have a trade set up for a buy. Let's see
yeah.
if it triggers in and goes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough too. If you get it, fantastic.
But it's been
It's,
traveling sideways for so long.
yeah. Well, this
It's
has been.
gonna have to break out one way or another to keep the investors coming back.
Yeah. 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 Well, the NZDs have been, to put it bluntly, piss weak for quite a while.
Exactly.
NZD
That's what I'm
CHF,
saying. It's gonna
same,
have to do
sideways.
something.
Yeah. and NJ. It's the NJ is the only one that's sort of given anyone any hope. But again, it's come up and then prices below. If you look back even in CAD, I mean, you've got the current brick, right? You've got the current brick that's there. Price is even below it. So it's going to have to do something. Maybe it might move in the Asian session. I doubt it though. Anyway, NU, you still in
Yeah.
this one, Darren? Yeah, it hasn't wicked down at you, and
No.
luckily.
Yeah, it's hanging in on it.
But again, it's just a slow crawl. It's like it's on its knees, crawling along.
On NJ?
Yeah.
And you.
No, NU.
Oh, NU.
NU is just a. I mean, it did go up really significantly here off that long. That's where you got in, didn't you, Darren? It pulled back and now it's sort of going up, but in a really reluctant way.
I have a trade set up for the sale.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, how can
No,
you
I'm
have
I'm in on the it's the more recent long that I got in, so I can't remember.
oh, this one just there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, hey, Tom, how can you then, if you're, this is where my head goes, like, how can you be in a buy and you're saying we're going to buy up on NCAD, but we're going to sell out on NU?
Because they do it at different times at different rates. I'm only looking for a directional trade. I'm not looking for how they get there. One they can go different directions at any given point.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
always do.
true.
So it
Well,
pick a pair. There's no two pairs alike. So even if one's going up for right now, because
hmm
it's going up and it's showing that it's going up, it's got to meet its obligation to get to a certain point.
hmm
And the other one's already at its certain point that it
Oh,
has to
yeah, yeah,
turn.
yeah. No, I
And when
understand
I
that.
see the other one starting to turn, I'm thinking, oh, this one's going to turn as well.
Mm,
So if this one pulls back, because now you have a where the line is, you had a
hmm
high, a
hmm
lower high.
hmm
It wicked and took liquidity, pulled back,
mm,
broke. This pulled up, created a new high. So all I'm waiting for is this to pull up just a little bit outside that rail.
mm,
And eventually it's going to have to come back and beat that last wick it put in.
mm.
So now I don't care. Let it push up for a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Either way, eventually it's going to have to break that row of bricks and that wick. So if I'm buying on the other one and setting this one up for a sell, this one may only go 2 or 3 bricks and start turning and taking its time.
Yeah, okay.
While the other one takes off,
yeah,
gets real high, and then all of a sudden it's sharply turning, bam.
Yeah.
So they all get to go where they need to go in the same direction, but they do it at different times.
Yeah. They'll have different
Unless
economics.
it's like a major news event, and then they all just do what
that's
they're
right.
do.
Yeah. Yeah, Westwood was known for pro, but it didn't do too much. That was interesting. All right, Singapore Japanese yen, that's taken off. So all the Japanese yens are weakening off at the moment. UCAD, now it's doing only a little pullback. Oh, that's annoying. Well, it's good for you though, Darren. It didn't spike up and put you out, UCAD?
No, I'm still in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's still really even. That's the thing. Okay.
I'm in this for the buy.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I think it's going to push down a bit further though.
Me too. I'm only buying it back to that
Yeah.
blue top.
Yep. Yeah, it's got to get back up here or here.
That's where I have my take profit at.
Yeah, okay. Right, yeah. Oh, yeah. USD CHF, I think that's still going to go down further too. It's still in a pullback at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I wanted to be able to sell. UJ as well.
And I'm into this buy.
Yeah, I don't think it'll go very far. I mean, it looks like it's ready to start taking itself up. I mean, create a higher low there. You already in it, or
yeah, I'm in it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that US dollar's still too weak at the moment to have anything significant or take off. I don't think. This one, I reckon, will still sell further out. Prices below. There's a few there that I haven't taken that I really should have taken. Rightio. Gold is up at still just sitting around that 3.3. And has silver pullback?
And it's a bit of a pullback today, but still
just a little bit.
Just still traveling pretty well, that one.
Going crazy, isn't it? That's the only one in the whole market that's really done anything significant. The whole market. Everyone must be going like, Beauty will jump on board quick.
And the good thing is I'm in it, so that's nice.
Yeah.
The only one that's doing anything.
Yeah, I think it'll do a bit of pullback though. It's already done something today. All right, and Bitcoin's gone up to 110. Silver and Bitcoin, both of them, eh? And where's your oil? No, 64, not doing too much. Pull back today. Okay. Oh.
It's a while since it's been up.
Yeah, I reckon it'll sell. Looking like it's pushed up. Oh, well, there's a pullback ready to happen, but we've got these kissed off and now they're separated. Maybe price will go up. Maybe they know something that we don't. Okay. Well, the market has been and still is pretty or very unpredictable at the moment from what we're using anyway as strategies. And Tom, you've got some set up. You've been sitting on your hands long enough and there's ones you can see that are ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Worst case scenario, I
Yeah, kill them
lose a
off.
couple bricks on a trade,
Yeah,
flip the trade
yeah,
around, and get in again.
yeah.
I was wrong.
Well,
That's the beautiful thing about it.
yeah,
The click of a button.
yeah. Okay. And so, any more investigation on your EA front, Darren?
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at a few of these at the minute. Got a got some of them running as well. Like,
Oh, yeah, on your VPS. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Um, I'm got some 3% up on one, which trades on EU and AU, AUD, USD, and um, Euro USD.
Yeah.
But up from last week, it's not opened any trades at all this week yet, interestingly. Very quiet. Another one that's just focused on USD CAD, which hasn't opened a trade yet. They said they're interested. And a Euro CHF EA, which is
Oh,
interesting. That's been quite busy actually.
okay.
I think it seems to be enjoying this up and down market, that one. This sort of ranging markets, just buying,
Hmm.
selling, buying, selling. So yeah, looking at a few of these things and seeing how
Oh,
they go.
so they're actually quite specific to either a couple of pairs or an individual
Yeah,
pair, not
yeah,
actually
yeah,
a
yeah,
like a sort of a full market range.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
Because that's the thing, isn't it? If you apply an EA across the board, you're going to get some pairs that'll work and some it won't really work on, and you'll end up
yeah,
giving up, taking and giving up. Where if you
yeah.
have an EA just on a particular pair or a
Mm,
sort of similar pair, then maybe you've got a better chance.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. Quite, quite
It
enjoying it.
actually,
Interested in it. Watching the
all
video.
right. These are all freebies, aren't they?
Um, some are free, some are not. Um, some you have to buy, you pay yourself. So, I mean, the better ones you have to buy, to be honest. I mean, there are some free ones out there.
Yeah. Well, you buy them outright, you're saying?
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I am all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
So,
Well,
dipping my
well,
toe in, as they say.
sorry.
Dipping my toe in.
Oh, dipping your toes in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
test them out. See how we get
Yeah.
on.
Well, I suppose it's you're in summer over there, and
Yeah.
things are slightly warming up, are they?
This last week or so has been really naff, the weather. It was so I believe tomorrow we're going to hit the dizzy heights of 24 tomorrow. So
Whoa.
which for here is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, we're down at 3 degrees at the moment, so
yeah. Oh, that's cold. Yeah,
and I think the days are only anywhere between 10 and 14. That's about what we've
yeah,
got.
yeah,
But we just haven't had enough rain yet. Only got
yeah.
over the weekend, and that we only got like 20 mil in total. It's only sort of just dampened the ground and made the dust settle a
Yeah.
bit.
Well, between 10 and 14 for it's now winter for you, isn't it? You know, into
Yeah,
winter. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, well,
10,
that's it. That's pretty normal for us.
10 to 14 would be a mild, unusually mild weather for winter in the UK. You know, you'd be thinking that's.
Yeah, but we get a pretty cool breeze coming at that, so it might be 10 to 14 on the 10,
Mm,
but the wind chill sort of brings it right down a fair bit.
yeah, yeah.
But we're not talking snow here or anything, so that's
Uh,
okay. All right then, gentlemen, you
okay.
have a good sleep or a day or whatever you've got, and we'll catch up on the next one. And
Yeah.
we'll see, Tom, if you get any of them trigger, just flip us a message.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right then, no worries.
Right. So yeah.
Take